You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead, buried beneath a blood-red cloud, a bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening, one big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part. It's letting go. Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play stupid, play clever. Make the mistake of saying no. That collar on your neck will go off and take your head with it. It's like that Pip-Boy on your wrist, except filled with explosives. A little radio of the old world. Just needed some tuning. Do what I say, and the collar will go off. Refuse, try and run, disobey me, I'll kill you and find someone else. There's no escape from here until I let you go. The sooner you accept your situation, the better. That structure you see above the fountain, the Sierra Madre Casino, you need to break inside. Heist. Too many years in the making. But to get inside, avoid its traps. You'll need to gather a team. As I found, one cannot do it alone. Around the villa are 3 other callers like yours. Caller 8, 12, and 14. Find all 3 and get them here to the fountain. Then we'll talk more. And should you get any ideas about killing each other and taking the treasure of the Sierra Madre for yourself, a warning. All your callers are linked. One of you dies, you all die. If that's what it takes to make you cooperate, so be it. Because in some respects, breaking into the Sierra Madre is easier than breaking human instinct. Greed. The villa is filled with corpses. Some killed by the dangers here, some by me. Others turned on each other. Once they realized the Sierra Madre could be theirs, they cared nothing for their freedom, their survival, or each other. The ones brought here live on only in what they've left behind. Their marks, graffiti on the walls, and victims they've killed. Some tried to help, left supplies and healing for others who came. Their reward, they were tracked down, killed by others with baser instincts. Some of these murderers went as far as to leave traps behind them, turning markers for help into death traps for anyone following them. It killed some of them when they forgot where the traps were, or when they desperately needed the assistance they had cut others off from. Too many. This place is dangerous, and its quarantine measures, its hazards, have claimed many failures upon failures. Do you think I wanted to place collars on you to ensure compliance? No. If robots could have done this, I would have sent them. The Sierra Madre is a complicated lock. Cracking it open requires human hands. The Sierra Madre has many defenses, means of screening guests for illicit or dangerous items. Your arrival here, weaponless, was not my intention. The casino, this villa, it takes anything with even a trace of radioactivity, traces of unknown substances, and returns it home, the bunker. The process is automated, and the casino itself has other similar services. I was unable to find a workaround except to send others in as tools. Still, I have not left you defenseless, and the Sierra Madre's security, in some respects, can help you if you are resourceful enough. This place is well preserved. Few who came here ever returned. All of the treasures of the old world lie scattered about, virtually untouched. Search, hunt, craft what you can from what you find. The trash of the pre-war era can keep you alive. Food, knives, more. Use them. Even the villa's toxins and the residue it leaves behind can be shaped into tools and weapons. Gather it as well. Also, there is one more thing in your possession. A rifle that will keep you alive, as surely as the caller will. It is a hollow rifle, a weapon I constructed when I arrived. I have since made superior models and modifications. For now, that too will have to do until you find other weapons, and I suggest you do. The hollow rifle's ammo is limited. Still, it should serve well enough. I fashioned it from the holograms of the villa and used it against the villa's living inhabitants. Yes, the inhabitants. Avoid them if you can. They are difficult to kill. Whatever has created them, bullets, explosions, energy, it can make them inert for a time, then they seem to crawl back up, restored. Perhaps it's the cloud. Perhaps something in their physiology. The cloud is what blankets the sky here. You may smell it in the air. Copper and sulfur. Burns the lungs and seeps into the skin. As for its origins, I'm not certain. Pre-war industrial pollutants. Something in the Sierra Madre structure. It is unique across the wasteland, and deadly. It has kept this place preserved since the Great War. No, while it will erode your health, it will only bring you to the point of death, no farther. At that point, the air is lethal only if you enter concentrated pockets of the cloud. Too long inside one, you'll die, so be careful where you step. I've seen some survive concentration of the cloud for short periods of time, if healthy enough. Others were too weak. Rebreathers, chemical suits, there is no protection against it. It decays all it touches. I found fighting it useless. Anywhere sheltered from the cloud. Inside buildings, tunnels. Any place not exposed to the outside air. Anything the cloud has touched has preserved it one way or another. But only the holograms in the villa truly remain. Ghosts. They fill the villa. More in the casino. Much more. They carry out the functions the dead once did. They cannot be harmed. They only perform the same rote tasks until their power dies. They are of no consequence, except for the security holograms, the ones with the silhouettes of the armored Sierra Madre guards. Most holograms perform specific functions. The security holograms, ever since the bombs fell, now perform their function. They will kill anyone they detect. They are immune to guns, weapons, EMPs, even energy weapons. Still, they have limitations. Their design limits their field of view, enough to avoid detection. Each has an emitter. Destroy or disable it, and they cease to be a threat. Still, at least they still work as intended. Other technology here is more of a threat to you. Notably, the villa's radios and speakers. Yes, music was intended to be broadcast all over the villa. Over time, however, the radio signal has decayed and emits a different frequency. Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely. It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was unable to calibrate the callers to block the signals. So, you'll have to make do. Yes, but not immediately. You'll hear a beep from your caller's detonator. When you do, step back, scan the area, and find the signal source. There are damaged speakers and shielded ones. The damaged ones you can destroy at range. Don't get close. You can't switch them off like a radio. The damaged speakers are sparking. Hard to miss. The casings are resistant to vandalism. Punching or hitting them will not destroy them. Gunshots, energy blasts, even spears thrown with great force can puncture their exterior. Shielded speakers can't be destroyed at all. You'll need to avoid them or switch them off via a terminal. I'll leave the method up to you. I am short on assembly stations. Schematics are stored within. Dispensers with unlock codes. They use the chips scattered around as batteries. Alloys of raw material embedded in the ship. They resemble the vending machines of Mojave, but they are crafting devices of tremendous versatility. Once an old world convenience, now they are a means of survival. Use the chips to power them. Select from the holographic display. The device will assemble it. Ask. Unfamiliar with the legend of the Sierra Madre? The casino exists. You are one of the few who look upon it. Where you're standing is the villa beneath the casino above. The wreckage. The villa lies in the shadow. The villa is a dumping ground of failed construction. Pre-war junk that has aged poorly. Ask. I brought you here. There are mechanisms in place once the traps across the Mojave are sprung. For now, your sole focus should be the Sierra Madre and how to get inside. Until then, you won't leave alive. It is the cloud covering the villa. The longer you are outside, the more its toxins seep into your system, through the lungs and the skin. You will eat at you the longer you're outside. So wherever you go, move fast, or you'll soon find yourself too weak to move. Fall asleep, and you will not wake up. Ask. Gather the 3 others needed for this job. Return them here. After that, I'll have more instructions for you. Ask. Someone who followed the call of the Sierra Madre just as you did. Now that I've found it's more than a story, I intend to take what's inside. Maybe that's why you came. Why you followed the Pip-Boy here. And straight into one of my traps. Now, this is your reward. Ask. Confused? Don't be. I'm commandeering the hologram technology of the villa. Numbers, equations, circuits, all can be controlled, provided there's a connection, and the knowledge to use it. This villa, the casino, a treasure trove of such devices, the holograms included. One is a trusted ally. Obedient, caller unknown, although the caller helps. The other two? Well, we'll have to see what the trap's got. Your piece of Rocco trash will help you, I've insured it. It can latch onto the signal of the callers and tune into their frequencies. The bomb callers come with radios embedded in them. You can eavesdrop easily. It was part of their design to listen in. They can even screen out white noise from the environment to allow greater monitoring. Yes. Caller 8, the FEV reject, the super mutant. He's docile, predictable, and provided he's not starving, should be easy to command. I lost contact with him some time ago. Probably after he dragged you here from the trap. Find him. He'll follow you, caller unknown. A long story. FEV, a virus, is an even longer story. It gave birth to the docile one, turned them into a super mutant long ago. I get the other three here. After that, I'll have more instructions for you. Do this, I'll let you go. I'll let all of you go. Good. If necessary, I will guide you through the village broadcast systems. If you get lost, return here, and I'll direct you. I've downloaded instructions on an audio log to your Pip-Boy in case you can't read. If you forget why you're here, let my voice remind you. Outside, you may notice your vision will pulse, get dizzy. It's the cloud eating your inside slowly. Too much exposure. Death. conquest of Del Sol yet. Gather the others first. Watch out for the villa inhabitants. They're difficult to kill unless you chop them apart. If you can, blow them up or disintegrate them.
I was unable to calibrate the callers to block the signals. So, you'll have to make do.
Noise makes my stomach. hiding downstairs. He's watching. Waiting for you to try and let me go. I promise, Master. Just keep him away.
Knew you would come below the cage, down to where I am. Maybe you saw the letters I scratched on the villa walls. A little farther. Follow my voice. That's it. The one in the cage? Dog. I had to lock him up. He keeps disobeying me. That's me, there on the table. The disc. My voice. Can't take any chances, though. You may be some victim who simply stumbled down here. If so, can't let you let Dog out. No, not yet. If you're who I think you are, you came to fetch Dog. Used him to drag others here. Now I'll use you. And that Pip-Boy you're wearing. You're smart, clever. The key to Dog's cage is simple. Take my voice to the cage above. Let me speak to the beast inside. Then...
Are you listening? From now on, when I talk to you, pay attention. I've left markers on your Pip-Boy. Find the 3 other callers in town, 8, 12, and 14. Get them to the fountain. Obey me, and you can all go free.
Dog, back in the
What
cage.
have we here? You weren't who I was expecting. I'm disappointed. Still, even if you aren't my intended guest, you take direction. Good. You can't have been an idiot to figure out how to release me from my cage. Or perhaps you are, with that leash on your arm and the one around your neck. With our collars and manacles, why, we may as well be kin. I'm the voice of reason. I sleep sometimes, down in the basement, in the cage. Now that I'm awake, Dog goes back in the cage. Dog knows I'm here, but can't do anything about it. I'm his conscience. Keep him tame, keep him from hurting us, doing foolish things. I've been trapped in here for some time. Then you come along and let me out. So, you opened my cage for a reason. Now, I want to know why. That's the easy explanation. The one humans use. Pre-war technology, as if it's the cause of all ills, mind and body. I needed to come out of the cage to protect Dog from clever humans like you. Do you see these wounds of his covering his skin? The bear trap on his arm. He placed his own hand in it. The name he carved in his chest. To remind him of who he is, he inflicts pain on himself to silence me, when all I try to do... He cuts, hurts, and tries to murder me out of him. He won't succeed, just makes me angrier. Dog is the beast. We simply change cages, like the ones here. It's close. Closer than I'd like. Dog's been into things, needs to think before he eats, chew before he swallows. He's eager that way. Now the collar's a part of me. Inside. I can feel its electronic heartbeat, clicking and burning down below. Like before. It was cold and heavy before going in the cage. Now you're here, and it's pulling and kicking again, tugging like a leash. Interesting. Really? Yet it led you here, to me. And now you're here, and it's burning a hole in my guts. Maybe it's crying for its owner. They detach. When segmented, they look like nothing more than metallic rad scorpions. And if they're attached to neck flesh, warm, red. Dog doesn't care what's on the body he's crushing in his hands. He'll mangle it, twist it, make it fit until he's full. Dog can't help himself. Hungry, greedy. And now the collar's inside, alive again. And we're trapped here until it goes cold. As if I had a choice. Sometimes instinct takes over, and that's when I go into the cage. It's like curiosity that way. After all, you wouldn't have put that collar on by choice. Perhaps it was your curiosity that caused that hand to close on your neck. Of course you do. And so do I. The key? Why, it's the old man, the one who brought us here. I hid the key on me so Dog wouldn't know. I just need the old man to show up so he and I can talk. If Dog was in control when the old man appeared, well, he would just do whatever he commanded, as always. And I can't have that. Dog obeys, yes. Why? Do you have some means of contacting the old man? You don't play it. If you do, I'll find a way to get out of the cage, end you. I'll murder you, crush your arms and legs until... No, you wouldn't. If you did, you won't escape this place alive. I'd shatter every one of your limbs to splinters and leave you here. You think I'm afraid of your collar exploding, killing us? No. I'll leave you breathing, then keep walking until my collar goes cold. I'll prop your broken body in view of the Sierra Madre so you can see what you came to steal. Forever out of reach as you die. Prove it. How? Words are worthless. No. No, you're not. Even though Dog's more docile, easier to control. You may regret this. This place is where creatures like Dog can survive. The people that fill its streets. He is as vicious, more vicious than them. His hunger can help you more than I can. When I am in control, this shell is difficult to fight in. The inhabitants of the villa, they are difficult to kill. They need to be chopped apart, hacked on the ground, disintegrated if you can. They are difficult to kill, but not to devour. And Dog is always hungry. If he is with you when they fall, he will fall on them, end them. If I am with you, fighting will be far more difficult. I am not sure you belong here. No, you don't belong here. Yet, you came this far, and I'm not interested in remaining here any longer. I'll unlock the cage. Very well. Lead on. If it isn't the Dog is better at the baser instincts than I. His sinew and muscle are difficult to move consciously. All it takes is the right command. Whenever Dog hears his master giving orders, I go back in the cage. So that leash on your wrist, and the one on your neck. I won't truly be free to express myself until every trace of that voice is destroyed. Still, if you ever want to speak to me, bark my audio log at him, the one in the police. Dog is afraid of me as long as the master isn't around. The master, Elijah, reminds Dog of someone from long ago. His leader, commander, commanders. The master was a strong personality. Personalities as well. Dog is slavish, was conditioned to serve the master until death. The old man, Elijah, merely came along and opened that door in Dog's mind. Now, Dog does whatever the old man wants. Mad? Mad doesn't even begin to describe. There's not a word for the hate I feel inside. It's consuming, twists every thought to red. After all that's laid ruin to the world, again and again, I thought at last we could be free. Thought Dog could be free. No. No, the world's always got another cage, waiting, keeping everything you want just out of reach. Gather others, drag them here, fetch like an animal, and hurt them if they resist. Dog doesn't even blink. Even hear their cries when he's twisted their arms full circle. Fragile things, screaming on the ground. To listen to him, commanding Dog to hurt others. And Dog just nods, eager and willing to serve. Do anything? Me, Dog puts in the cage. Hurts himself to try and drown out my voice, when all I want to do... Never mind. Useless. Finally had to start fighting back, screaming on my own. Had to take matters into my own hands, lock Dog up. I've watched over Dog for so long. Tried to stop him from hurting others, killing others. Quiet that mindless, howling instinct of his. He doesn't understand. He has the brain of a child. He knows when he does wrong. He just can't help himself. He's my brother, kin. Without him, I wouldn't exist. Maybe I was nothing more than his conscience, trying to rein him in. Useless. I just need him to show restraint. Let go of the needs, the hungers. Ease the burden. Just once, so I can have my thoughts to myself. The instinct is stronger than me. Dog is stronger than me. He's just a child. He knows when he does wrong. He just can't help himself. I don't know when I first spoke, or when I first started thinking for myself. It was so long ago. I slept for a long time before. I want to believe I was the one in control once. I don't know anymore. Then Dog got a new master, a new voice. And I woke up to protect him. More. Don't push your luck. Don't play stupid. I already have to mind one child. You must have figured it out by now. The old man obsessed with the Sierra Madre, riddled with greed. Hoped you might be him when I woke up. All you are is his hand. You're the same kind of greed. Followed the radio, the broadcast, and now you're here, all confused. Not for long. You'll figure it out. You're not him any more than I'm Dog. But that collar around your neck, you're an extension of the old man's grasp. Clumsy, perhaps, but a tool, yes. And once you get acclimated to the Sierra Madre, then you'll feel the same overpowering hunger the old man does. And then you'll be him, not just his hand. Elijah. Human. Weak like all of you are. Feeling age circling him like starved dogs, howling for blood. To me, he reeks of age and failure. And madness. To me, he is simply the old man. To Dog, he is master. His name, meaningless. Running out of years, hopes and dreams running through his withered hands like sand from the big empty, and scorched by the sun. The old man, this Elijah, tried to hold the sun in his hands. Arrogance was cast down for it. Icarus' crime was to fly too high. Elijah wanted to bring the sun down to him. Arrogance. Heard the call of the Sierra Madre, just like you did. Exactly the same way. Finds out it's more than a story. Comes to this shining, poisonous grail, this jewel of the desert. Dog knows him more than I do. Dog's always nodding, always obeying him, because he's weak and hungry and greedy for Master's affection. Of course I know. Even if I don't see it happen. Down in the cage, I hear echoes of the footfalls, the click of the collars. Every time I see one of you, I know exactly how you got here. You couldn't help yourselves, any more than Dog can help himself. You heard the voice, the promise, and then you walked right into one of the old man's traps. Then Dog comes for you, drags you here. Me? You think I want to haul bodies around the wastes like a Brahmin at the whip? No, Dog does it. When the old man says fetch, Dog fetches. You were in a man trap, and Dog made his rounds and dragged you here. When, I don't know, but it must have been recent, before the cage. I don't remember you. That isn't surprising. What is that it was when Dog was out of his cage. Free, hungry. He knows not to eat anything he catches in the traps. After that, however, so he dragged you here. You got spared. Dog must have fed after you arrived. Once he was fed, that allowed me out of the cage and put him inside. Do you remember how long you were out? Must have already been in the cage. Already had the collar in me. You're lucky Dog didn't devour you. Otherwise, we'd be closer than we are now. More. Don't play stupid. I already have to mind one child. The old... The way back doesn't matter. Try to leave. Try to disobey. You're clever. You'd be able to find a way back if you left the villa. Dog can... I can find the way back. Until the old man lets you go, you're going nowhere. This beautiful... The old man obsessed with the Sierra Madre, riddled with greed. Hoped you might be him when I woke up. All you are is his hand. You're the same kind of greed. Followed the radio. Heard the call of the Sierra. Finds out it's more than a story. Comes to this shining, poisonous grail. Dog knows him more than I do. Dog's always nodding, always obeying him, because he's weak and hungry and greedy. Ask him. Or better, don't. It wouldn't be an interesting conversation, much like this one.
Are you listening?
Remember you.
From now on,
You were
when I
mean to
talk
Dog.
you,
Make
pay
Dog
attention.
sleep.
I've left markers
Other
on your
voice come
Find
out.
the 3 other callers in town, 8, 12, and 14. Get them to the
Dog
fountain.
is listening.
Obey me, and you can all go free.
Dog fetches. Remember you. Yes. Here. Followed voice in air, then here. Here as long as can remember. Don't like this place. Hard to find things to eat sometimes. Better than the cage. Dog doesn't like being locked up. Voice in air didn't say anything about a cage and nothing to eat. Dog hears many voices. One in air, the other one, and Master. Master is the nicest. Gets mean, mad sometimes, but lets Dog feed. Master was quiet for a long time until Dog heard him on your arm. Did you eat him? Dog gets hungry too. Being hungry makes the voice mad. He takes care of Dog. He tells Dog what to do. Told Dog to come here, put collars on people. Sometimes people fight. Dog holds them until they go quiet. Don't make any noise. If collars don't fit or go too quiet, find others for Master. Master makes the other voice go away. The other voice hates Master. Dog can feel it. Master's voice is like pain, protects Dog. Lost it. Got hungry. Made the other voice mad, madder than it ever was. Mad enough to lock Dog up. Other voice, don't wake him up. When voice wakes up, Dog goes to sleep and voice climbs up in Dog's head. The voice puts Dog in places, puts him in cages and locks him in. Sometimes when Dog gets tired, or eats too much, gets full. Sometimes when Dog goes to the cage, then voice wakes up. The voice locks Dog in when it comes up, always trying to keep Dog from food. Voice did it at the cage where you found me. Then Master came. Dog is getting tired, Master. When can Dog eat? Dog fetches. Dragged you here. Dog thinks. Do not struggle like others. Trap makes you sleep. Make your voice go to cage. Dog doing what he was told. Try to catch as many as he can eat the others. No eat you, though. Master talk through you, like voice inside Dog. Dog missed hearing Master. Not hear Master for a long time. Might find way back if Master lets you go. If he not want you to go, he makes head red spray. Then Dog has to find another one. To leave? Go through gate. Walk. Hard to find way. Dog can do it. Too hard for most to come here. Why so quiet in streets? Maybe. Not sure you could find way back once leave. Dog has to smell and hunt for path back here sometimes. Cloud keep moving. It okay. No one ever leave except Dog. And Dog not want to leave. You here until Master lets you go. Too much talking makes Dog's head hurt. Getting hungry. Don't know where other voice come from. Wish would go away. Always trying to stop Dog, caging Dog. Voice started talking not long ago, Dog think. Was always there. Start talking when Master showed up. Making Dog sleep. Go to cage. Voice hates Master. It okay. Voice always hide when Master around. Go quiet. Watch Master as he does things. Voice scared of Master, Dog thinks. Master always feed Dog if not in cage. Master lets Dog do what Dog wants. Not like other voice in cage. Always mad with Dog, shouting at him. Dog was getting hungry. Remember you. Remember you. Hurt self. Dog doesn't like pain either, but keeps a voice quiet, so Dog will hurt. Dog put his hand in it. Hurts. Made the voice go away. Now can't get it off. Don't want it off. Hurt keeps voice sleeping. Bleeding. It also keeps others quiet too. Dog hits them with metal bear teeth until their voices stop. Makes Master's voice come back. Dog doesn't like to eat them always, sometimes so many. Keep stabbing Dog, cutting him. Voice doesn't get mad when Dog feeds on the people here. Voice not like ghost people. Worried there are too many to eat, too many knives. Started eating them because wouldn't go quiet when Dog smashed them with bear jaw. Only want one. Got Dog angry. Others kept cutting him and slicing him with knives when he tried to make one go quiet with teeth. So Dog started crushing them. Then when they stop twitching, then eats them. Then they not get back up with noise. Dog not like that. Dog can tell when they not yet dead. Twitch a bit, make low noise. Then noise when they get back up. Listen. No, if you rip their arms off, or legs, masked people stay down. Easier to rip off legs and arms when they fall on ground. Just keep hitting them. If can't make them fall down and rip off legs, make them ash. Saw one caught in electric spark so much he turned into burnt pile, not get back up. Disin. Chop legs off while stand up. Eat when fall down. If not that, make them electric ash. Dog knows where to hit them, make them stay down. Base of neck, lower back. Hit it hard enough, life snaps out of them. Dog can see where back of collar is. Follow down to lower back. Hit neck, middle back, right on spine. Crack! Then they not get back up. Dog hits them, then dog eats them. Easier to make quiet twice that way. Yes, master. Always yell at dog. Yell at dog because gets hungry. Can't stop it. Always need more. Always yell at dog. Yell at dog because gets hungry. Can't stop it. Always need more. Master, did he go away? Dog will be good this time. Inside's growling. prowling. Ugh, your smells bad.
Picking up signals near your